My name is Charles Iriri, and I'm a resident of Machakos County, in particular sub-county Matungulu, and Matungulu West is my ward. So I'm a fish farmer here, and that is what I do. I do tilapia farming and also catfish, and basically I do race fish farms. I started in 2021, sometimes in November. Was the issue of dam liner, which I was using now the polythene paper bags, which I mean the polythene papers, which are called actually greenhouse papers. So those challenges that those papers, the green polythene, greenhouse polythene papers, they are not as strong as the dam liners. So you find it's a challenge when the water is overflowing, they get poked up with holes. So I used to do a lot of repair, buying a new polythene bag and all that. So those challenges are very critical. My fish used to die a lot because sometimes also the water challenge I had before. So we had being identified by the fisheries officers in Matungulu because that's a meeting we were called for. We were told, okay, we are looking for fish farmers to support, and I was part of that team that took initiative to go and listen to what ABDP wants from farmers. So we went to the fisheries offices, which is around Kiskioni, where we met our fisheries officers, extension officers, and they briefed us on expectations of the farmer and what ABDP was to provide. The extension officers actually, they got to find us in terms of getting the farmers to get them so that they can be sensitized by ABDP. So what we did, they came, we met, they called us, we went to the Kiskioni offices, and that is how now they sensitize about ABDP, what is about fish farming, and then once we registered as a group, then they started visiting farmers one by one, which I'm one of those farmers that they visited. And that is where now we got the liners, which was very hard to get and very expensive. That's very good for them. Also got the fish feeds from 0.5 millimeters to until the last point of selling. And the fingerlings that came in late, we've undergone from the bit of basic handling, fish handling, raising the fish from the beginning days, the first few days until grow out. So also for value addition, we normally do sampling every month, because every month that is where we find that the fish have grown. Because if we do sampling, you get to know after a month this fish has added how many grams or that. And also for sampling of the fish, the numbers normally they range from 400 grams to a kg and 1.2, 1.3 kg. As I started in 2021, my harvests have been around 4 harvests. And the reason why I've had 4 harvests is because of the technology using the greenhouse, which is making the place very warm, ranging temperatures from 23 to 29, making fish to feed a lot and actually grow very fast. As well as aeration, because aeration also increases a lot helps a lot in terms of fish growth. So that is how I managed to do 4 times harvesting, which I'm still doing. Even in the next few weeks I'm going to be doing my harvesting. I would actually recommend other farmers to use this greenhouse technology. Why? One, the fish does not take 8 months or 9 months more. It takes at least from the 5th month, you're going to be seeing fish weighing around 350 grams to 400 grams proceeding. And past 6 months, 7 or 8 months, you do around 1 kg to 800 grams, 1 kg to 1.2 kgs. As opposed to the open air one, open air will take around 8 months or so when the weather is very bad. After selling the fish that I've been rearing here, I managed to start a small hatchery. The capacity of my hatchery is 60,000 for catfish and 80,000 for tilapia fingerlings. For me, my marketing, I do also social media. I do Facebook, I do Instagram, and also word of mouth, my neighbors, and also have a YouTube channel that I keep on using for how I'm feeding the fish, how I'm selling the fish, how I'm slaughtering for the people. And I get so many comments, where are you? Which county are you in? Value addition, I'm actually getting from the same customers that they need They call me up, I fry the fish for them, and I do delivery. So mimi nilianza kukuza, and very importantly, I started with my family to make sure that we don't have any issues with with food. That's why food security we tackled from my home, number one. Then from the local community, they come here and also purchase from here. Now the entire training I got, I'm also transferring that knowledge to people who want to start fish farming, which have a group also, which they are about to start it. Aspirations for future are very, very, very great. Number one, I want to also empower more farmers to be where I am now. Number two, I'm looking forward to have more ponds so that I can be able to have more sales and also do value addition for the same. And also probably the other thing I would want to is to expand the same project into having a bigger hatchery that I can be able to supply fingerlings to my fellow farmers within the county. I'll tell you, and I'll tell the viewers, whoever the farmers, wherever they are, it's not about the size of the land. It is the passion and the ability and the interest to do. That small makes a very big difference. So you just have to be passionate, plan it, and action it, and everything else will come in handy.